made a short ranking characters in Marvel Zombies from most to least likely to survive, where I thought Red Guardian, Black Panther, John Walker, and Riri Williams were definitely going to die. Valkyrie, Ant-Man, Kate Bishop, Shang-Chi, Jimmy Woo, and Spider-Man might die, and Blade Knight, Katie, Yelena, and Ms. Marvel were definitely going to survive. So, how right was I? Well, looking at it simply, I was pretty accurate because everyone died except for Kamala, who I said was most likely to survive, and maybe Riri, who I said was 11th most likely to survive, but that depends on how you interpret how the show ended. But if you look further into the details, I was very wrong with my predictions. To start, if we go back a little bit to the start of the final battle, then the surviving group then was Ms. Marvel, obviously, Katie, who I put in 3rd, Blade Knight, who I put in 4th, Spider-Man, who I put in 5th, Shang-Chi, who I put in 7th, Ant-Man, who I put in 9th, and Valkyrie, who I put in 10th. So, I did okay there, and despite her lack of representation in the trailers, Valkyrie actually had a pretty big role in the show. Also, I was certain that Red Guardian would sacrifice himself to save Yelena, hence why I gave him last place. Not only did this not happen, but Yelena, who I said was 2nd most likely to survive, actually sacrificed herself to save Alexei and the rest of the group in episode 2. Another prediction I made was that Kate Bishop would kill Zombie Hawkeye, but she didn't even make it past episode 1, so obviously that didn't happen. I also got several other details dead wrong, but the one detail I did get right is that I predicted Black Panther would die fighting Zombie Thanos, which, to be fair, was the most predictable thing that happened in the show. There was also a handful of characters that appeared that I didn't include because I didn't know they would be in the show when I made my ranking, but none of them survived, so it was fine.